With an early season collision of teams ranked in the top 25, both with a chance to come up with a quality win and really build toward an excellent season today. Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana and Cajun Field, home of the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on last season's national champions, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Bearcats will kick this deep to get us going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Boy, trawls and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to throw it deep. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here on 4th down, I thought they might be a little bit more conservative, but give them credit. They take a shot downfield and hit it for the 1st down and much, much more.
One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns. Talk about a great way to start this game for setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. There's the handoff. And they'll start tonight with a run that goes nowhere against this fired-up defense.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important, is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, if he just would have been able to catch the ball in his drag route, there's a ton of space ahead of him. It's an unfortunate drop here for the offense.
The Bearcats will send their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is here. They'd love to get some room for the punter. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, I spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Fires it on the move. He's got his man in the open field. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Raging Cajuns pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he showed...
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. first down pass attempt. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. A deep shot to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Must convert here on 3rd down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
And the Bearcats bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the touch, so no return on the play.
They fumble on the punt return, and now some new life to this offense that just left the field just a few moments ago.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. On the ground, it's Hill. And they bring him down. Not a lot of time left, and that should wrap up the quarter. And it's Louisiana on top, Kirk. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. The Ragin' Cajuns will line up to kick it away. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. And the ball is away from his own end zone. See if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Bearcats offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Covey. They get the 3rd down conversion. First down now from the 37.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And looking to throw now on first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
Looks like the Bearcats offense is on the move now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Fires it to the wideout. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Decides to go for it on this fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bearcats.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Extra point makes it a 6-point game, 13-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Ending off on the draw play. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 2nd down, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call doesn't work. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Looking for a man. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Breaks into open space.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Takes the handoff again. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Raging Cajuns looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and goal.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Design quarterback run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. Wants to throw it. Pass rush closing in. And is intercepted. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Raging Cajuns will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. Running game has been smothered.
Well, they keep trying to run the football. They keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The Bearcats will have to kick this away. The ball will be downed at the 20.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. But I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Now here he goes. At the 10. Touchdown, Louisiana. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, whatever these guys saw in the first half, I think we're going to see more of it in the second half. Outstanding job of setting the tone here and how quickly they were able to score, sending a message to the opposing defense.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Makes a quick catch. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's another deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And the route is on.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And the extra point goes up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Tough spot here. 2nd and long from the 16.
Get set, get set.
Takes the handoff. It's Johnson. Broken tackle still going. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
They'll test the right side here. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He'll hand it off. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Louisiana.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun handoff here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. The Bearcats pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Looking for some space. It's Johnson. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Gain of 6. And that's a first down for the offense.
And it's Louisiana on top, Kirk. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late, these obvious drop-back situations.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the 4th quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Receiver makes the catch. After second effort, he's brought down, but has passed the marker.
4th down conversions through the air like this are always a huge sigh of relief, not only for the quarterback who's battling nerves, but the receiver as well.
And the Bearcats come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's complete on the crossing route. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket, trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Boy, what a job here by this defense, mixing up their looks. They get to him again, hit him as releasing the ball. Just a rough night for the poor quarterback, and a great job by the defense of winning the line of scrimmage and affecting the quarterback.
Not an accurate throw by the freshman quarterback. Threw it behind him. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Pounding away with the run game. Some hard running there through a tackle. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes a handoff, heads to the right. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
4th down coming up.
The Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. With the catch, it's Bell. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And it's hauled in way downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
1st and goal. Handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Takes up the grab. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Tight end makes the grab. He'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, they trap him for a sack. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. That sack sets up a second down and very long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion.